record. Cool. And it is May 3rd. Where is 2016 going? It is like totally flying by. Craziness. So not everyone knows each other. So but everyone's going to say a quick name and where they're from, and how long you've been coaching. And that's just it, just really quickly. Just again, not everyone knows each other. And I know people are running different challenge groups and all that stuff. So just a quick, I'll say roll call here. I'm just going to unmute everyone. Yeah, okay, cool. So Ash, why don't you go ahead first?
Hi, I'm Ashley. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I've been in challenge groups since October, and I've been coaching since January, end of January.
All right. Mary, then Courtney, because they're neighbors. So they're going to go back and forth with each other.
Okay. Hi, I'm Mary from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. Coaching for this is my second month at really coaching, not being a discount coach.
Look at that, guys. Prime example of discount coach converted.
Here goes May.
And Courtney, go ahead.
My name's Courtney. I'm also from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. I think I could knock through the wall to Mary right here. And I've been coaching since I think it was August.
Nice. Awesome. And Dara?
Hi, I'm Dara. I've been coaching, I think, almost 8 years. And I'm from Staten Island, New York.
Right. And Jackie?
Hi. I started challenge groups in February, and I've been coaching since March.
So, Alicia?
Hi, I'm Alicia. Excuse me. I've been coaching since August. Yeah, July, August. And I'm from New York City.
You're what, Queens?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got to come on over, girl. I'm now a Queens resident. And Jackie, you're in Queens too, right?
Yes, I am. Where in Queens are you?
I just moved to Bell Harbor.
Oh, nice. It's beautiful over there.
Very excited.
I have no idea where that is.
Rockaway? The Rockaway area?
Oh, okay.
I'm on the beach. That's all you got to know, Alicia.
Nice.
All right. And Sonia?
Hey, I'm Sonia. I've been part of challenge group since October, and I've been coaching since January. And I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. And Aisha, I have not seen you, girl, in a long time.
No, it's been a while, right? So, hi, everyone. I'm from New Jersey, and I've been coaching since January, February of this year.
Sweet. And then we have a 732 number. I'm not sure who that is. So can you go ahead and just let us know where you're from and how long you've been.
Hi, it's Lauren. I'm from Wallingford, Connecticut, and I've been doing challenge groups since July, and I became a coach in August.
Ooh, and everyone knows Mahal, I'm going to assume. Yes. No one knows her, just thumbs down and she'll talk. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to just mute everyone else out, and we're going to get the ball rolling. Okay, guys, so just a couple announcements before we go into tonight's call. So first off, so first off, if you guys have not put yourself on the wait list for Summit, go ahead and do so. They're releasing a lot of spots with Summit quickly, which is amazing, and it's exciting. I know I was telling some of the girls last week, there's very, very, very few regrets that I have in my life, and not going to Summit sooner is one of those regrets. It's really hard to explain unless you're there in person, but just know, there's so much to experience between team bonding and the celebrity workouts and the workshops and so forth. There's just so much there, and I promise you that not only is it going to be exciting, but you'll definitely get so many golden nuggets to make a return on your investment of this trip. So I'm Summit, try to make your way there. We'll figure out rooming and all that wonderful situations, but I'd love to see as much Team ReDefine members there as possible. So that's Summit. You guys saw the post. There's new apparel orders available. So go ahead and just let us know what sizes you want and all that stuff, and we'll keep that moving along. And Success Club prize for this month. If you hit Success Club 5, you get to be invited into, I guess it's like a podcast or a video conference with Brian Tracy. And he's a personal development author. He's written like Eat That Frog. That's the only one I could think of off the top of my head. But those podcasts or like video chats, even if you've never heard of the author or read anything from them, is always so like just exciting and intriguing and interesting. So definitely say strive for Success Club 5. So with that being said, you guys saw that we threw a little last minute incentive last month for Success Club, and Miss Jackie was our winner of winning $50 for not only hitting Success Club 5, but she hit Success Club 6. Bam. And so we're actually going to let her talk a little bit to you guys tonight because, in her first month of coaching, she hit Success Club 4, and she was really pushing for like that one extra point. And clearly she didn't stop because in month number 2, she hit Success Club 6. So Jackie, can you just unmute yourself? My computer's doing something funny. Can't click on your name for some reason. There we go. So Jackie, why don't you share with us a little bit about, hitting Success Club 4 that first month, and you were pushing for 5, and how you just kept it going into the month of April.
So one of the reasons that I guess primarily decided to go into coaching was that I had a bunch of friends who were asking me what I was doing just because I was posting progress pics of losing weight. And I had a bunch of friends. I had one girlfriend at work, one of my other girlfriends, who kept asking me, like, what are you doing? How do I get on this? And I kind of twisted it in thinking, instead of just like giving them all this information, maybe I'll become a coach. This way I can help people into a healthier lifestyle. So I ended up getting 2 of my friends. So that was my Success Club 4, my first month. And then I feel like through social media and posting my progress pics, I have so many people who either reach out to me or that like my photos. So I kind of take the approach to reach out to them and say, really basic, thank you so much for liking my pictures. Your support really means a lot to me. And that really simple message kind of turns into conversations about, what are you doing? How can I do this? I want to lose weight too. I want to get toned or whatever. So I guess just really sharing my experiences in general. And then that's getting me into deeper conversations with certain people who are looking to hit the same goals.
Awesome. I love it. And I love it. You're just, like I said, you're just naturally sharing. And so I didn't throw this question in our private message. I'm going to throw you off for a little bit of a loop here. But, as on the outside, right, we're seeing this success from you as a new coach. Like, man, like you've gotten 4 Success Club points in your first month of coaching. Like there's several of us coaches that weren't able to do that in our first couple of months. And then, the second month, Success Club 6. So what about some of the people that have maybe said no to you? And how have you handled those kind of objections?
Well, I feel like I've been taking tips from my coach, Farah, in terms of trying not to be too pushy and just kind of talking on subject about it. So I know there's been a bunch of women that I've talked to who've expressed interest. Some who just say the financial, they can't commit financially, which was my reason when Farah first approached me too. I was like, I'm not spending this money every month. Like, it's not worth it. But I feel like just keeping up the conversation. So even after I'm like, okay, well, I always say like, no pressure, no rush, even though it's like, yeah, sure, I would love you to, join our challenge group this month. I don't want anyone to feel pressure, just because I know if someone were pressuring me, that would throw me off right away and get me completely turned off. That to the point where like, if they were to, contact me again or text me again, it would be like, I'm just going to ignore them because I know that they're trying to like poach me for something. So I don't want it to come off as that. I just want it to, come off as, trying to help others. And that's really like my main goal in doing this. So I feel like if I can help others along my fitness and health journey, you know, that would be the greatest accomplishment for me. So I guess in terms of speaking to women who are not like completely down with the idea or who are just warming up to the idea, instead of being pushy, just, you know, letting them know like, oh, you know, feel free to come to me for advice, or if you need, you know, any help with anything. This way down the line, I feel like because I've had so much success with sharing pictures, you know, one of my best friends who was my second client, she texted me right after I posted my first progress pic, and she was like, wow, this is amazing. What are you doing? I broke down the program into like the teeniest little elements. Like I told her everything. And then when she's like, okay, how much does everything cost? She's like, no, I can't do it. I have a 1-year-old, you know, if I have extra money, it's going to go to him. So I kind of just like backed off. A couple weeks later, I asked her how she's doing, you know, with her diet. She was like, oh, you know, I'm doing fine. I'm not really losing anything, but I'm not gaining either. And then I was letting go. And then a couple weeks later, she texted me after I posted another progress pic, and she's like, what are you doing? I have to do it. And then she signed up for it right away. So I feel like kind of not being pushy, just kind of taking like a, I would like to help you approach versus you have to do this program. It's going to work for you. Just kind of like giving them the option, like, you know, it's worked really well for me. I know it would work well for you if you gave it a try too.
And so you've been consistently sharing your story, which we'll touch into social media next, and then connecting with people. Even through the no, you still connected with that person, and not a, hey, are you ready to buy this? It was more of, hey, how are you doing? How you know, what's going on in life? As you already heard her say, like, mom, life is challenging, right?
Yes.
Awesome. And so let's talk about social media, guys. If you're not friends with Jackie on like, you totally have to. Her posts will totally make you smile, and especially when she's sharing her weight loss story. So some of us on this team and across the board get a little bit nervous about sharing on social media. So you have been very out there with your story and just like, you know, here's my results, here's my journey. It's going to keep going, but you're not being flashy and in your face about it. And so can you share with the team, like, what has pushed you to be able to share your journey, and any tips and advice to help others to get out their own way and post away?
I feel like first and foremost, I've always struggled with my weight. I've always done different weight loss methods between just eating right, exercising, whatever. And I've always been like a flip-flopper in weight. So I lose weight and then over time I gain weight. So this time 2 years ago, I lost 20 pounds, and then I met my boyfriend and it started slowly going up, up, and up. And so did his. So first I'll say that anytime I post anything on social media about like my weight or the program I'm doing or anything like that, I always read it like a few times to be like, who's going to read this and be like, she's so annoying. Why is she posting this? I always think of like all the negatives that could come back at me first. And then I'm kind of like, screw it, because I feel like the handful of times that I've posted, I end up reaching out to someone, whether I realize it or not. I know I have 2 girls that I barely spoke to. They were like casual friends. One was from high school, who I haven't seen or talked to in years. And they both Facebook messaged me out of nowhere to tell me that my pictures have been so inspiring that they started eating healthy. One of them told me she gave up smoking. She's like, just seeing your pictures were so inspirational. And, you know, it kind of made me feel like I could do it too. So that made me feel really good, because I was like, okay, because the few people at least that I'm reaching out to, you know, it feels really good to touch those people. So I feel like I kind of use social media. That's actually been a big help for me in terms of taking on clients and hitting Success Club. Really just posting pictures. You know, I still have a long way to go. I'm not skinny. I'm not fat. I'm not skinny, so I don't want to post like bikini pictures yet. But I feel like I go to work, I'm a teacher, I go to work in jeans and a t-shirt or a cute shirt, and I have so many colleagues telling me, oh my God, you look like you lost so much weight. And it feels good because they're people that don't see my posts or know that I'm putting an effort into weight loss. And I just feel like posting even the most simple pictures in jeans and a t-shirt, everyone's like, you look so good. What are you doing? How can I do that too? So I guess just trying to put myself out there without throwing myself in people's faces. I do not want to post progress pictures every week because I feel like people are going to be like, all right, well, she's not making progress if it's every week type of thing. I feel like I look at myself in the mirror, and considering that I look at myself every day in the mirror, it's like I feel like I don't even see it in myself. I see little improvements, but it's like when people are telling me that my face looks smaller, I don't see it because I'm looking at my face every day. But I feel like I always make sure to post a progress pic at the end of my 3 weeks, at the end of my 21 days. This way I can just kind of like let people know, you know, you can do this too. And I don't label my posts, you know, or I don't label most of them like, you know, let me know if you want in or whatever, because I feel like it's just kind of led people my way. So, or I've kind of reversed it and taken, you know, some of the women that have liked all of my progress pics or liked all of my fitness pics, you know, I just kind of reach out to them. And there have been some that just don't answer, and that's okay. But then I've also had a bunch of women who have answered, and they're like, you know, your weight loss journey is so inspiring. What are you doing? Some women are completely turned on by home workouts. That turns me on because I paid for the gym for so long and never went. So I feel like it's little things that kind of get people excited. I know a few of my recent clients, they're like texting me all the time telling me that they're obsessed with their shakes. So I feel like even just putting out there, like, I have a milkshake every morning for breakfast, you know, that gets people. So I feel like little things without being like too in your face, just like basic posts to say, you know, oh, this is what I do, this is what I try, you know, and then kind of reaching out to people who support me along the way.
Awesome. So I was going to ask that, like, outside of your weight loss journey, what else are you sharing on social media that you feel like you're getting good, I'll say, traction from or engagement from, or you're finding it easier to connect with people? What other kind of posts are you putting out there?
This is just me being a total foodie, but I'm always posting like recipes and pictures of my food. And I know there's so many people who have totally like shit on me for being like, all you post is food, and I'm so sick of seeing your recipes. And it kind of like, it was kind of the same approach to me posting progress pics. I was kind of like, oh, should I not be posting this? You know, I made a separate Instagram because people were telling me my Instagram was like all food. But then I have all these people coming up to me telling me like, I can't wait to see what you have for dinner. I can't wait to check your Instagram for recipes and all that. Because just all in all, I love food. I had the privilege years ago. I went to culinary school in Italy. My mom by trade is a chef. So I've been surrounded by food and good food my whole life. So I feel like I like making food approachable to other people because there's so many people who are just so intimidated by food. Like when I talk about, you know, the program and Shakeology, they love the Shakeology and the home workouts. But when it's like I need to prepare my own meals, they're so intimidated by that. And then I know I'm a little bratty because I enjoy coming home and cooking dinner every day. No, I don't have kids yet. So I cook for my boyfriend who eats like an army. Or eats for an army rather, but that's my happy place. So I love coming home and cooking dinner at the end of my day after like getting away from my 26 second graders. It's like, this is my happy place. So I just love sharing, and I feel like it's those handful of people that are like, oh, I look for your recipes, or I look to see, you know, what you've made, that kind of make it all worthwhile. So just little things. I mean, it's even people that follow my recipes that are like, well, how do I do what you're doing? Because it's so simple. So I guess just reaching out in like little ways without being like subtle, like without, again, being thrown in your face.
Awesome. I love it. And guys, you know, as much as Jackie's sharing food, don't think like, oh my God, I have to share more food. That's her interest. That's what's something that inspires and motivates her. So whatever it is that's inspiring or interesting or exciting to you, run with it. And, you know, one of the things that I'm hearing Jackie say a lot is, oh, are people going to like this? And then she's like, screw it. This is my message. Like, this is what I want to share. This is me. This is who I am. And those that like it or find this useful are going to just keep coming. And those that don't, well, they'll come around. Awesome. Does anyone have questions for Jackie? If so, you could just go ahead and unmute yourself. No one? Going once.
I don't have a question, but I just wanted to add, I remember as a new coach, when people would say no to me or they're not interested right now, I used to kind of shy away from them and not kind of continue with that relationship until they liked one of my posts again or things like that.
Now what I've been doing is I've been sharing kind of tips and things that have worked for me, even though they haven't signed up for a program, to build that relationship. And then they start to believe in what I'm doing, and then they kind of come around. So I used to be like, you know, they're not paying for anything, so I don't want to give it all away, and I'm not going to give them all my tips and what I do. Now I just give them things that I tell my challengers, and then I don't put them in my groups, but at least I give them those tips, so that way I kind of build that relationship, and then they start seeing me as a coach, even though I'm not officially their coach, and it builds from there. So I find that helpful too. Just something to think about.
Awesome. Love it. Anyone else want to add on? Questions? Comments? Anyone want to jump for joy? Woo! At least I got some smiles. Man, tough crowd tonight. So anyway, guys, I want to make sure I end at 9:30 on the dot. Jackie, you are awesome. Thank you so much for those shares and just being you. And so I want to let you guys know, obviously the first Tuesday of every month is our team calls. And we really, Michal and I really want them to be focused, like you guys sharing something that, worked for you, or even if it didn't work for you and you just want to share. So keep rocking on, keep doing your thing, staying focused in your own lane. And who knows, you might be our next guest speaker, or if you want to reach out to us and say, hey, I'd really like to share this with the team at the next team call, message us, let us know, and don't be shy, because this business is all about stepping outside of your comfort zone, and we want to hear from you guys. So with that being said, before we hang up the line, I just want to remind you guys that you're all like truly amazing rock stars in your own way. And that really makes this team just so unique and so different and so amazing. And sometimes we shy away from ourselves. And I want you guys for the month of May to really dig deep into what got you excited in this in the first place. You've all at one point or another have had at least one amazing month, maybe multiples, depending on how long you've been a coach during your coaching journey. What excited you at that time to keep you going and find that again? Yes, we all get burnt out. Yes, we all get kind of thrown off into, distractions, and things happen in life, and we kind of all get a little discouraged one way or another. I get that. And, we've all been there too. Bring yourself back. You showed up here tonight for a reason. Bring it every single day in your business, to who you're speaking to on social media, to who you're speaking to in your challenge groups, to who you're speaking to down the block. I mean, rock out and just say a hello to people and connect with people. Again, you guys, you don't have to be perfect in fitness. You don't have to be perfect in clean eating. Just be you. You are perfect the way you are. And when people see you and your flaws and your imperfections, they want to be a part of it. So just rock out with confidence. Yes, maybe not everyone's going to like your post. Maybe not everyone's going to say yes to a challenge group. But if you just stay in sight of what you want to accomplish and just say, you know what, I just want to help one new person this month, it will grow. And I guarantee you it'll grow more than one person every month. I know a lot of times you also overlook this business. I overlook this business. I complicate things. Michal sometimes complicates things. We all overcomplicate or overthink something. Bring it back to the basics. Keep it simplified. And most of all, stay engaged, not only with your upline, but with the team as a whole. Okay? Like it helps. It helps as that lifeline. It helps as that saving grace. It helps as that moment of just being like, gosh, like I kind of want to give up. And it's impossible when you're attached to us. Virtually, of course, but attached to us. So rock on, guys. If, Success Club 5 is your goal, go after it. If it's just to help one new person this month, go after it. But whatever your goal is, crush it and let us know and celebrate it in that team page, because we're here for you, whether it be, again, helping that one person, reactivating an old client. Man, that's freaking hard to do. I think it's harder than getting a new client. Or you added 5 new people to your network. I don't care how small you think the milestone is. I think it's huge when you go out and above and step out of your comfort zone. So if you do a video live on Facebook and you stumbled through your words, who cares? You did something different. You did something to step out and say, you know what, I'm here to help you, whether you want to buy a challenge pack or not, whether you want to buy a fitness program or not, whatever it is, I'm here to help you all the way through. So rock on, guys. You all deserve success, whatever that success is for you. You deserve it. I feel it in my gut and in my core. So don't disappear from us. Stay with us. Reach out for help when you need it, and just shine like superstars that you are. And Michal, if you want to add to that, go ahead. No? Sure. All right, guys. So before we leave, raise the roof for me. Give me 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! May, make it happen in May. Make it happen in May. Next time I might play music for you. But other than that, you get my off-tune beat tonight. All right, guys. Have an awesome one. Next Tuesday is for Emeralds. So anyone who's an Emerald, next Tuesday, 9 o'clock, be ready to bring it. If you're not on the Emerald call, that should be your goal for June, is to hit that Emerald call. All right, guys. Have an awesome night, and I'll see you in the team page. Bye.
It still hit Emerald on Thursday, Kira.
What happened?